Woo, 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 woo. I think I'm live. I think I'm live. Hey, hey, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, I'm just cleaning up a mess on my desk where I've been working 9 to 9. What a way to make a living. Ah, hey, everybody. Hey, Bubbles or Cherie. Um, the end of our road trip is not going so well. Why? We're stuck in Denver at the moment due to the weather. Oh no. Thunder and lightning and rain. So while I'm waiting, I thought I would visit on here. So, is your flight delayed? Are they saying till when or what? Hey, Sherry. Yeah, be careful out there. I didn't say Siri, I said Sherry. God, my phone lit up like woof.
I'm not sure what you're trying to edit.
I'm not trying to edit anything, you heifer. Jeez. It's still. What is it? My phone is acting plumb stupid. Okay. Hey, Joe. Christopher Colassa, hello. Hey, Morgana Banana. Hi, Mary. Hi, everybody. How are you guys doing tonight? How's your Thursday night? Hold on just a second. I'm telling you, my phone is being the most. Um, Christopher, I got your message earlier and it cracked me up. It cracked me up. Christopher cracks me up. Hey, Linda. Flight is delayed. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Hold on a second, you guys. My phone is acting like it's on the blitz. Hold on. Okay, sorry about that. My phone was like getting hot and it was like acting like it was trying to die. It was weird. It freaked me out. I was like, oh God. Like it was getting hot, hot. I don't know if it's because I had it, this magnetic case. Does anybody ever have trouble with their magnetic cases, like acting stupid, making their phone act weird? Because that freaks me out if that's the case. Just saying. Cicadas. I haven't heard them here, Morgana, which is weird because we don't live that far away from each other. They are loud. They are deafening loud when they're like at their fullest, right? Very annoying. Hey, Mary Lou, you still resting, ma'am? Oh, she says even though they've quieted down for the night. Well, they serenade Morgana. They were really bad. What was it, last year or the year before? Like super bad. Or everywhere. Here these are the 17-year ones. I haven't seen a one that I know of. Mm-mm. My dog Pepper, the one that passed away a few years ago, my rat terrier, she used to eat them like nonstop. I was like, okay, go right ahead. She was like, chef's kiss. I don't know. I mean, eh, they in other countries they put chocolate on some critters and eat them, and I don't know. I don't think I could do that, but a good source of protein, they say. Ugh, that would gross me out completely. Completely. I couldn't handle that. What was that show that used to be on TV years ago? Yes. Poppy doesn't, but Pepper used to like eat the she would she wouldn't quit eating them. And she was blind, God love her, and deaf there at the end, and she could smell them obviously, but like she would find them. She would just sit out there and walk around in little circles just finding them. Just I know spins gross. Ugh. But I've never witnessed Poppy eat one. Poppy's I don't know. You never know. But that one year that they were really bad, last year, the year before, I feel like it's been a few years. She thought they were chicken nuggets. I thought it was a few years ago. I couldn't even step out on my back patio. Like there was nowhere on my back porch where you could step where there were not one. But it was when they were like coming out of their little cocoons, and it was so gross. They were all over the patio floor. Like you couldn't walk out there at all. It was disgusting because they were all slimy and stuff. Ugh. And Bev B, didn't either. I can't remember if she didn't believe me or if she had never seen one or what. But I had to go out there and take a picture of it just to prove it to Bev B. And she was thoroughly grossed out. Oh, you've got them in your pool? We still don't have our pool open. I'm telling you, every weekend when he gets ready to do it, something else occurs that has to like jump in front of important wise. So, mm, we're always late getting it open and late getting it shut down. I had two peach trees and two cherry trees that they laid their eggs in the trunk and killed them. Killed the trees? Or you killed the eggs? Yeah, Morgana, she's not. Like every day she keeps screaming about how she wants to go out in the pool. And Mary Lou, I was going to use that little Doogie Flotchy, the little garden kit that you got her, and but I'm hearing that we're going to get rain all weekend. I don't know. It poured today. Poured. Bring her over. They split the trunks. Wow. That's crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Well, we had our what did y'all have for dinner tonight? We ended up having our normal Thursday night pizza, and I had the cauliflower crust pizza again, and it was yummy. And kiddo is doing good on her gluten-free diet. Um she's doing pretty good. But daggone, it's expensive. It is so expensive. So, but we don't have an appointment with her with the gastro whatever until I think it's next month, sometime in July. Yeah. So we'll see then what they say about, how strict we need to be with it and that kind of thing. But man, I bought some like cheese crackers, some gluten free cheese crackers. I don't remember the name brand. Hey Vanessa, how are you? Hard to believe that some of those cicadas live in the ground for 17 years before they ever come up. I know. That is kind of weird, huh? But yeah, I bought a box of these cheese crackers that are gluten free, and she wanted a snack one day, and I gave them to her, and she took off through the house with them in her little, baggy thing, and she came back in the kitchen literally like 60 seconds later, and she said, "I don't like these. I don't like these crackers." Okay, okay. Uh, um, but the wraps, because she's a sandwich girl, she likes sandwiches too, and she is a plain white bread sandwich eater, right? And she had didn't like the very first bread that I bought for her, and then the second bread was a winner. It was a winner, but it's expensive. Super expensive. We had pho for dinner. It's a soup. Oh, yay. Yum. That's something I've never had. Getting over being sick again, cuddling the kidlets, but doing good. Grateful the weekend is almost here. I hate that you're sick again. What kind of sick? Why would you fake food? Ugh, it was not good. I tried them. I mean, I'd eat them, but I won't buy them again. That's for sure. Um, you could make the bread. Well, I thought about it, but the thing is the bread for her is going to have to be very as soft as I can get it. Because that first brand that we bought was that Char brand, and it was hard as a brick. Like you could bust a window out with it. Um, and then the second loaf that we bought was, what was the name of it? What's Canyon Bakehouse, I think. Um, but it has to be the country white, not the mountain white. The country white is very soft. The mountain white is not as soft. So, and I have to cut the crust off for her. She's never been bad about needing, the crust taken off of her bread, but this bread, yeah, really bad cold with fevers and hit us all in the lungs pretty bad. But looks like we're over the hump now. Good. I'm glad. That's awful though. That's tough. That's really tough. I hate that. I hate that. Mm. Oh, you guys, I haven't been working on my kit. I haven't had the time to. I have been swamped with stuff, and I have not had the chance to work on my diamond painting. I hope to do that over the weekend. I need some diamond painting time for sure. For sure, for sure. Like, I would have thought that I would have already been done with it by now, but I'm not. I don't know that I've diamond painted. I'm sure I diamond painted over the weekend last weekend, but I haven't diamond painted this week. So, you do too, Morgana? I need to diamond paint. I really, really do. Did Vanessa, did you and the hubs and all the kids get sick? Like all y'all? I hope not. It's really bad when everybody's sick all at the same time because then they can't nobody hardly, like, you know, you don't feel like doing anything, right? It's like the kids have to take care of the mamas and daddies, and then the daddies and mommies have to take care of the kiddos. Everybody got to take care of each other. God, I remember one time. I remember one time whenever Eli was a baby, like in a playpen baby. He was just a year and a half, 2 years old. Both Dale and I got sick with the stomach flu, and yeah, we were both bad sick, like bad sick, and we were taking turns sleeping on the couch in the living room because that's where the playpen was at. That's where we kept his playpen, and um, one of us would sleep in the bed, the other one would sleep on the couch. And whoever was sleeping on the couch at the time would, we would just like throw him little foods to eat, like, here, baby. And then we'd go lay back down on the couch and nod off. And it was the worst. It was the worst. Like, we were barely surviving. It was awful. Gluten free foods have a very different taste to them, so it's going to take some time for her to get used to it. It's not so much the taste as it is the texture, you know? Joe, it was awful. It was awful. The two kids and I were sick, and only other person here is one of my older boys who thanked me this afternoon for sharing my cold as he was shivering after work. Oh, I'm sorry. What is the weather like right now there for you? And as far as the gluten free foods, there's some things that she loves. Thank God, there's some things that, and then naturally, there's a lot of things that she already eats and loves that doesn't have gluten in it, like Reese peanut butter cups. I mean, but she can't have any more little Swiss cake rolls. And so that was one of the, because she loves them. And she had, yeah, Christopher, pretty much. Um, but she had, I bought these, that same name brand, that's Char. It's like Schar. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I think so. Anyway, they have these like little snack cakes, and they're, like I said, I think there's 10 of them, and they're like $5 or $6 for a pack of them. And yeah. So, with Little Debbie's, you can go through a box in no time flat, right? Not these. I have to like protect these. So, anyway, that kind of makes up for her Swiss cake rolls because it's chocolate with cake and cream in it, and it's shaped more like a rectangle than a roll, but yeah, kind of the same concept. And she's okay with that. So, but Dale, the dirty dog, he was sneaking the other day eating a nutty bar, one of the Little Debbie Cakes nutty bars, or Nutty Buddies, whatever they're called now. I don't know. Hey, Billy, good to see you. But yeah, she popped in and surprised him, and she's like, "Can you share?" Because he would always share nutty bars with her, like break the little wafers and, give her like a half of the wafer thing. And he's like, well, baby, I can't. And, you try to explain it to her, but she doesn't understand why she can't have the nutty bar. You tell her you're allergic to it. She's like, well, okay, well, but I still want it. So, yeah, Christopher, me too. Yeah, I love nutty bars. Do you know what my favorite Little Debbie cake is? They came out with them quite a few years ago, but I don't know if they even sell them in the regular size. I only ever find them in the big pack, and it's like they're really big around. They're huge, but I think it's like peanut butter cream cookies or something. But they're like two peanut butter cookies with like peanut butter cream in the middle. Oh my God. They're so good. Like when I buy those, I hide them because I don't want to share those. It's been forever. I bet it's probably been, maybe 2 years since I've had one of them. Maybe. I don't buy them because if I buy them, I'll eat them. Um, oh, Vanessa said it's got to be about 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit, I think, today. It got to be about. Okay. Well, that's good. Smoke has been bad, but had lightened up quite a bit now, so we can let the kids go outside some. That's terrible. Just saw them on a YouTube channel where people try stuff. We don't get them in the stores around here. Oh, you don't get those? Oh my God, Christopher, they're so good. They're kind of like a take on a oatmeal cream pie, but they're peanut butter cookies, and then instead of the white cream in the middle, it's like a peanut butter cream. Oh, man, they're dangerous. They're dangerous. Mm. And you know how whenever people say, this always kills me. When they'll take a bite of a dessert and they're like, oof, one bite's enough. That's too sweet. Or that's too rich. I'm like, are you okay? Like, I want it to rot my teeth out. That's how sweet I want it to be. Like, what do you mean too sweet? What? There's no such thing. A friend of mine had a kid who had to eat gluten free foods, and if she wanted to have something that had gluten in it, she would just tell her it would make her feel very sick. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do. I mean, but sadly, she's going to be like, no, I don't believe that because it never made me feel sick before. You're not enticed, Joe, by your peanut butter description? I mean, these are phenomenal. Is that you, Jay Lily? Are you one that's like, it's too rich, it's too sweet, just one bite's enough? Oh, okay. See, if I eat something too sweet, I have to follow up with chips or something salty. I mean, I love a good sweet and salty combo, but like the richer the better. I don't. I mean, I'm like, shoot, give me yours if you. I mean, that's why I look like I do. If you don't want it, I'll eat it. Joe, I don't know. I'm telling you, if you've never seen them, Morgana said, "Who did you say? Little Debbie." Those would be dangerous for me too. Do you like peanut butter? Don't trust those people. It's like the ones who don't like pets. They sus. Mm, mhm. Mhm. That's funny. That's funny. Lord have mercy. Mm-mm-mm. I don't know. There's do y'all remember back when all the like Paula Deen recipes were super popular? Um there was a what was it called? Dale's sister Kathleen used to make it for all the holidays. And oh my god, it was so good, but it was one of those desserts where when people have one, they're like, "Okay, one bite's plenty." But for me, I could just keep right on going. I think they were called ooey gooey butter cakes. Um, but she would use like a chocolate cake mix and then put like those little Reese's peanut butter chips, baking chips in it. Son, that was so good. I literally just ate one little chocolate donut and that was enough. Yeah. Joe says I'm not a fan of chocolate on chocolate either. It's too much. Wow. Yeah, okay, the peanut butter cream pies. Yes. Yes, Morgana. They're delicious. But like I said, I don't know that I've ever seen them in the regular size packages. It's always the big packs and they're like huge. Cuppa. I don't know. If you know, you know. I don't know, Christopher. I probably should know, but I don't know. I don't know how to say that, but I've seen that word before. Nanamo, nanamo. I don't know how to say that. Are dangerous for me too. Just one more piece a few times. My hubby says too sweet for him as he finishes the rest of the dessert. Right? It's too sweet. I got to get rid of it. My mom used to always say if there was something that she didn't, she would playfully say it. But like if she was eating a piece of candy or something or cake or a cookie or whatever when I was little and I'd say, "Oh, mom, can I have some?" She'd say, "Oh, honey, no, this is for sick people." Nanaimo. Nanaimo. Nanaimo bars. Well, I've heard of those, but what are they? You can't eat sweet things first thing in the morning. We'll literally puke. Mm. I don't know that I ever do. Like I don't ever eat anything in the mornings. Coffee is usually my breakfast and lunch. But um no, that's not them, Morgana. No, that though the ones that I buy are not um the ones that I buy are not covered in chocolate. Okay. Hold on, Morgana's sending me a link to Walmart. Soft baked nutty buddy cream pies. Oof. Lord have mercy. Look, hold on. Wait, 1959. Are you for real? It says Nutty Buddy bars have been satisfying sweet tooths for over 60 years. Fun fact, this snack time favorite even predates the iconic Little Debbie brand, which wasn't introduced until 1960. Did you know in 2016, Nutty Bars, that's what I thought, became Nutty Buddy? But don't worry, it's still the same delicious treat with a friendly, updated name. I, I, I don't even remember when they changed it to Nutty Buddy. I just know we always called them Nutty Bars. And I can't call them Nutty Buddies. I just can't do that. Um, but yeah, check out these. These are not the ones I'm talking about, but these are pretty cool. So these are the soft baked Nutty Buddy cream pies. Mm. Yummers. Now let me see if I can find the ones I'm talking about. Little Debbie peanut butter cream pies. What are we talking about? Here we go. Peanut butter cream pies. Yes, ma'am. That's it right there. Peanut butter filled cookies. Mmm. Yummo. They're the best. They're so good. Let's see how many. Listen to this. For one of them, because they're so massive, a serving size is 1/3 of the cookie. Please. But if you eat one entire, you know, treat, it's 420 calories, 19 grams of fat, um, 54 grams of carbs. Hey, it does have 7 grams of protein, though. Okay. It's got 20 milligrams of calcium and 150 milligrams of potassium. So there you go. I mean, sounds healthy to me, right? Sherry wants them. They're good. Um, okay, so the Nanaimo bars is a 3-layer dessert, basically a nutty or coconut crumb base, custard, and chocolate ganache. Ooh, yum. Okay, Jay Lely says ladies need advice. Bad hair colored today, and beautician got on forehead in several spots. Vaseline isn't doing it. Any advice, please? Is it that the color is like not coming off, or is it that it's like irritating your forehead? Um, yeah, Joe, right. I hate when they do serving sizes. Like, who's gonna eat? Who's gonna open it? Who's gonna go to the trouble of opening up one of them and eating just a third of it? Well, I'll tell you, probably you or Jay Lely is who would take one bite and be like, okay, that's enough. But I want the whole thing. So give me all 420 calories. We only care about the deliciousness, Miss Nutrition. Hey, I was just trying to turn it into something healthy, give you some positives to the negatives. Color is on my forehead, but I have to pull back at work in the morning. Mm. Pull back at work. Okay, so you're saying that you can't leave your bangs down to hide it in the morning? You have to pull it all back for work? Oh, Mary Lou, those are good too. Those are a classic. But every once in a while, an oatmeal cream pie gets works just fine. Um, I'm not sure. Does anybody in here have any ideas? Have you Googled it? I would think something like maybe coconut oil or like vegetable oil, even. Hairspray. I would hate to. Oof. Maybe make a paste with dish soap and baking soda. Let's see. Mary says, have you tried rubbing alcohol? That's what my girl uses. What gets. Shay must be on my brain because my phone automatically typed Shay instead of what. Shay, are you here? Hello? My phone wants to speak to you. What? And then it just typed shat. God. What gets hair dye off skin? Tried toothpaste and Vaseline. Says to remove hair dye from skin, this is AI, says to remove hair dye from skin, several options can be used, including dish soap and baking soda, makeup remover, rubbing alcohol in oil based products like baby oil. For more stubborn stains, exfoliation with a mild scrub or the use of nail polish remover can be helpful. Um, so yeah, I mean there's a long list of things to try. Mm, butter may be lurking. Randy Pandy. Mm, my goodness, I don't know, but I hope that it comes off. Do you have to wear like a hairnet or something at work? I know, like where my husband works, he has to work the part the department where he works is a like a he has to like walk through this fancy machine to like de-static him and then he has to put on some kind of garb thing with a I don't know because there can't be any static on you when you're working in the department. It's weird. I've never heard of anything such as that, but that's so you do have to wear a hairnet. Okay. Mm. I don't know. Did it budge at all? Like whatever you tried, has it taken it away at all, the color? Other than that, I don't know. And I'm sure, the girls that you were, the people you work with, I say girls, I don't know if it's girls, but the people that you work with um, will probably be very understanding, you know? A de-static machine. Did alcohol work, Jay Lely? I know Christopher, right? He works at a um somewhere where they work on or they make like parts for smart cars and stuff. All guys. Well, they probably won't even. Not that they won't notice. I'm sure they'll notice, but they probably are be like, meh. Oh, it did work. Good. Well, whoever gave her that tip, thank you. I think it was Mary. Yeah, Mary and Morgana. I thought Mary Lou was at first saying to smear butter on your forehead, but then I realized she was talking about Randy. So, I mean, hey, Christopher, or Creative Chris. Hello, dear. You're not late, you're right on time. Although I am getting ready to get off here in a couple minutes. Sorry. Yeah. My husband has not been sleeping well this week, and he's like, I really want to go to bed by 10 o'clock. And I'm like, okay, honey. So, um, I'm going to let him come climb in the bed earlier tonight. So, he's wore out, frazzled out. It's been a long week. I feel like it feels like the weekend is never going to get here. Ooh, you were out with friends. Fancy pantsy. What were you doing? Tell us, what did you do? What did you do? Oh my gosh. And I'm sleepy too. You would think that with it being summer break that I would be like, woo, 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 but I'm not. I'm like, oh, this day is just going to drag on forever and ever. And, something else is like keeping her, how can I explain this? She's never been like constantly needing attention, you know what I mean? But now that she's out of school, she's bored to tears. So, keeping her entertained and stuff through the day has been a battle, especially whenever I'm doing live streaming during the day. So, I don't know. I mean, we're not even a full week into June, and I've got a while, so I'm gonna have to figure something out. I don't know, but she's not happy that I'm, you know, on the computer all day with, and I can't blame her. So, not much. Hung out in the park. Ooh, nice, nice. Apparently, the weather was good enough too. Then, How warm is it where you're at, Chris? I know that Vanessa said it was 80 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit today for them, and I can't remember if you guys are close or far away from each other. Hmm. I'm gonna. I need to go through. Does she like Kool Aid? What are you doing, kiddo? Does she like Kool Aid? I mean, she likes. I usually buy the like the big jugs of juice. It's not juice. It's like um I think it's what is the brand name of that? Hawaiian Punch, but they have different flavors. That's what I usually but I like whenever I give her juice, I like half and half it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, I don't give her a full cup of juice. I'll give her like if I fill her cup like halfway with juice and then the rest with water to just kind of tone it down a little bit so it's not so much sugar. But honey, the door is locked for a reason. Child. High C, is that the name of it? Maybe. I don't know. It's like $3 for a big jug of it. Summer break for kids with special needs. And no, I know it, right? Mm-mm. Eli was never. I mean, him and her are two totally different kids. You know what I mean? Growing up, he's was a lot milder compared to her. She's just wild and crazy and has such a huge imagination. She wears me out. Keeps me on my toes, that's for sure. Mm-mm. She's keeping the learning going though. We got there was a hold on, let me find it. It was super cute. Oh, I think I showed you guys this last week. Her Did I show you guys this last week? Her little drawing, rainbow, and her little person. She loves to draw. She loves to draw. And anyway, she's been drawing and coloring and stuff nonstop. And one of her little gifts that I've got to pick them up this week. Well, no, this week is about over. Next week. Um, is all of her prizes that she won for the field day thing that they had at school. Right? Well, one of the prizes that she won was an art kit. And it's got a bunch of like markers and pencils and stuff, in it. So she's going to be super pumped when she gets that because she loves that kind of stuff. But because of her speech therapy, because she gets speech therapy at school, and her speech therapist sent, this was pretty cool. She sent a calendar, June, and I have another one for July. Hold on. Of language practice skills to work on through the summer, and it's different things. It's really cool. Like, let me find one for instance. Um, give the opposite of each word: little, hot, new, asleep, up, smooth. Um, name three things that are always red. Just little things like that. I thought that was pretty cute. And then she works on her final consonants on the words, like the word, I don't know, cat. She's bad about leaving off sometimes the first letter or the last letter. And so that's one thing that we have to work on too. So that's what we've been kind of doing off and on throughout the day just to keep her, you know, um, sort of in that therapy mindset, I guess. Working on words. It is cute. Her little drawings are so cute. Her little rainbows. She loves to draw rainbows and people, but her people are always just round with arms and stick legs. And then she always draws a beard for her daddy and curly hair for me, but she's so cute. Your flight just got delayed again until 10:55. Eesh. Well, that's good though. I mean, hopefully you won't. Hopefully it'll be over and the skies will clear up and you can get home. That's the worst though, being stuck in an airport. Ugh, I hate that. I once had to spend an entire night in, is it LaGuardia? What are the two airports in New York? LaGuardia and the other one is what? I forget. Is it JFK? No, that's not right. Wait. Somebody tell me, what are the two airports in New York? Okay, JFK. Is the other one LaGuardia? Somebody tell me. And which one is the bigger of the two? I think JFK is the bigger of the two. Okay, Mary says yes. LaGuardia is the other one, and it's the smaller one, right? So I was stuck at JFK Airport. Um, what was I there for? I can't remember why I was. Oh, okay, yeah. It was a trip I took several years ago. Newark also serves the New York area. Right, right. Okay. Um, but there was bad weather coming. Um, and our flights kept getting delayed over and over and over and over and over. And then finally they ended up canceling it until like 6:30, 7 o'clock the next morning. And so I had to sit in the daggone airport from like 10 o'clock at night till 7 o'clock the next 6 or 7 o'clock the next morning. And it was miserable. And they wouldn't let me stay up there because I couldn't check in until it was time for my flight. And I'm like, are you telling me that you're going to throw me downstairs in where the carousels are and the whatever that's called down there? You want me to just sit down there and hang out with these people all night? There's literally homeless people sleeping on the floor. What? So yeah, that was a lot of fun. That was a lot of fun. And at that time, I smoked cigarettes. At that time, I smoked cigarettes, and I would go outside because the door wasn't locked. People could just walk on in, you know. And I forget what that's called down there, where you get your luggage and stuff. What is that called? Why are my I can never remember my words. Um, like baggage claim area, right? Well, people could just walk in and out of there, like right there off the street. It's where the people come drop you off at the airport, and people are coming in and right the arrivals terminal. So it was awful and horrible, a very no good bad night, and my feet were all swole up. Swole is a word, right? My feet were all swelled up, and because I'd been traveling, I'd been there for days, and it was awful. And I remember being so tired, and I had to prop my feet up on my baggage, right, on my daggone carry-on suitcase, and I was a nervous wreck. Swole up. They were swole up, Morgana, right? So I would every little bit just to keep my mind like occupied and not because I was scared to death I was going to doze off and somebody's just going to come up and you know what I mean. So anyway, I or steal something like take off with my purse or something, which I had wrapped around my head, uh, not literally, but like a crossbody thing. Feet like puddings. Oh God, it was they were bad. So every little bit I would get up and go outside to smoke because it would keep me awake and it would keep my mind occupied. Like because I was a train wreck. And these buses would, this bus driver would pull up every little bit and drop people off and pick people up. And hey, Emma. And you see all kinds of wackadoos, right? And I'm sitting there smoking one right after the next, And that bus driver gets out and he comes up there to me. He's like, they'll give you a fine if you blah, 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 blah. You get caught smoking so many feet within the door. And I flipped out. I said a big bad. I cussed him out. Not like full on, but pretty much. I know I said at least one cuss word to the man, basically letting him know that I didn't care if they fined me. They could fine me all they wanted. And he's like, okay, let them find me. I don't care. I am not walking any further than right here to smoke because if I go over that way or over that way, I don't know what I'm going to get into at 3 o'clock in the morning, right? So, anyway, I was not about to walk wherever the smoking section was at 3 in the morning when it was way out of the way. No, thank you. Wind up on the crime cafe. I know, Morgana. Jeez, Louise. There is nothing good going on in New York City at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'll tell you that. Nothing against New Yorkers. I love New York. New York City is my favorite city to go to and visit. To live there? No, never. Never, ever, ever. Unless it was like upstate or something, you know. But in the city, no, thank you. Mm-mm. Nope. You wouldn't. I wouldn't work there either. I'm telling you, people's cray cray. Mm-mm. It's funny though because hey Bella, the local Walmart is 4 football fields. Hee hee. What? I'm confused. Is Bella an actual person or a Troll? But anyway, um, I don't know. I just was not comfortable with going very far out of view of people. Too big? I don't know. Can one of y'all click on? I don't know. Do I have a moderator in here? Let me double check. Maybe Bella is an actual person and not a troll. I don't know. Somebody help me. Somebody help me. Morgana, are you a moderator in here? Cherie says I was talking about the airport that we are stuck at. Mm. The airport that we are at is huge. It's like 4 football fields long. No, you're not. Okay. I was just making sure. I wanted to make sure because I didn't see her comment. I didn't see Cherie's comment about the 4 football fields thing. So that's probably what Bella meant. But I don't recognize Bella, so I just wanted to make sure that it wasn't a T roll. Yeah, Christopher is. Yeah, Mary Lou, it will be. Actually, they're having deliberations. The jury will be deliberating tomorrow in that trial. Oh, he's watching on delay, he says. An international airport. Knocking stuff over all over the place. Hold on. I'm gonna type to him and let him know. Bella, if you're not a troll, I don't mean to like I don't mean to like make you feel any kind of way, you know. I didn't recognize the name and I've been like super like weirded out about trolls lately and um so yeah. The comment threw me off because I didn't see Cherie's comment earlier, that's all. It was in reply to hers. Morgana's like, Bella, are you a troll? She's like, I'll just do that since I'm not an actual moderator. Chris, ours is too. Our international airport is small. So they're not all huge, you know? Not all of them are are massive, but cuz the one near me in Morgana is pretty small in my opinion. Mhm. Time for your bedtime anyway. Yeah, it is. That's what she said. Mary Lou, I have not. I saw her. I talked to her. When was that? When I was on Tammy's channel a couple weeks ago. I talked to her then. Um, yeah, he does. I need to go. We have the departures on one side, arrivals on the other side, and security upstairs. This airport is bigger than the one at LAX in California. Wow. The two biggest airports that I think I've ever been to, and I've been to several, is probably Atlanta and Dallas. 12 to 15 gates. Let me see how many we have. Now I'm want to see how many we've got. That's the biggest one on the island. 24. Ours has 24 gates and two concourses. So, um, so about twice, I guess, the size of yours. Good night, Mary Lou. Yeah, I'm gonna get out here and go let husband get to bed. I'm glad, Jay Lily, that you got that hair dye off your forehead, and I'm glad that Mary was in the chat to help you figure that out. I would have had you putting hairspray and everything on your head to get it off. The one I was at in Toronto had three terminals at the time we landed in one and departed from another. We had to take a bus to get from one to the other. Yeah. That's how, like, I hated both Atlanta and I don't remember much about Atlanta other than it was just massive. But the um, Dallas airport, I hate that airport. Hated it. And it never fails. It's always like if you have a layover and you're trying to get from one to the other, you know, um, it's, and I always get turned around. Yeah, is massive too. I don't know which one's bigger, Atlanta or Dallas, but they're both pretty big. It seems like you'd walk forever before you ever got to where you were needing to be in Atlanta. I don't know how many times I wanted to stop on one of those um, little dudes driving those little carts around the airport and saying, "Can you take me? I can't walk that far." A metro train. Mm. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here, and I hope you all have a great weekend. I hope that the weather is nice for you guys, and that you're getting some sunshine and not a bunch of rain. Unless you need the rain, then I hope you get the rain. But Um, I would love to go to Montreal. Wow. 20 minutes after you land, and it takes 30 minutes to get to the gate. Right. That's exactly right. I flew to Chicago once, and I'm telling you, it was literally like I don't even feel like we got off the ground. It was like we went, so it was this teeny tiny little flight. We never even made it above the clouds. Mm, yeah, you have a great weekend too, Vanessa. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I hope you have great weather. So, but I will see you all back next week. Have a great night. Love you all. Thanks for hanging out. Bye.